Hello and welcome. My name's Sam and this is The Little Greenhouse Creates. Thank you for joining me for today. Today we are doing our second card, or our first card for Stamp Set of the Week, Friendly Seagulls. And this is also our first video for our Revisited Wednesday. So I'm going to take a card that I have created in the past. I'm going to look at it and then I'm going to try and revamp it with our new stamp set. So for this one, it was a mail card really. It was bottles of wine and I did quite a chunky background. Then I covered it over with a piece of vellum and a sentiment on the side. And it was congratulations or celebrating your anniversary. So for this one, what I've done is obviously, well not obviously, but the stamps that I have in this card are smaller than the bottles. Now I suppose I could have, hey, let's throw caution to the wind. Let's do it. What we're going to do is we're going to totally change my plan. I'm going to use the 3 big seagulls on the background. So let's take those 2 out to add to the third one. So, I'm not sure one of these things go off in a tangent. Right, okay, so the items that I need will be here. So I have got a pretty peacock which measures 8 inches by 5 3/4. I have a piece of Poppy Parade which is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. I also have a piece of matching white card for inside. I then have a piece of white which is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of vellum which is 5 by, so it was 5 1/4 by 3 1/2, and this is 3 1/4 by 5. I will write these down, they will be on my blog. I have a piece of scrap paper which I have cut out a small sentiment or a small circle, and then I have a larger circle to mat which I shall cut out of the backing paper, and then I have a 1/2 inch strip for the sentiment, so it's 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. So you're going to have to bear with me now because we're going totally off piste, and let's see what we get. Right, so we're going to take our 3 seagulls and we're going to stamp them in Pebble Path. So the first one we need to do, let's do this one. I need to grab a piece of scrap paper. I'm looking and I can't see anything. Okay, so let's do one here. So you can see, I'm going to do one down the bottom here, like so. And then I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to stamp him off of this way, like so. Then I'm going to take this seagull and make him come this way. And I'm going to go for this squawking seagull, and he can go that way. Okay, then we're going to have this one. Let's see if we can, quite eating out of the mouth. There. Then I'm going to have this one going this way. Oh no! Oh no, no, no. Let's see if I can save him. Can I save him? Yes, just slightly. Okay, and then I'm going to have a few with their heads just popping over. So let's try this one. I'm just going to have his little head coming there. And maybe this one with their head here. And then down this one down here, we will have this one. Okay, so let's have a look how we feel about that. Alright, I'm going to close that. I'm now going to grab my pens. So we've got, let's have a look, so we've got light grey granite. We could have dark crumb cake, and we could have, oh, let's have copper clay. Right, so we're going to start with these, and we're just going to colour in their arms, their wings. Right, so this one has got that one. So this one that's squawking forward is going to have, so this is the light grey granite. He's going to have an armband of light. Oh no, I've got him one more time here. Okay, then I'm going to do a light copper clay, and he is for this little fella. There. Oh no, I need that one. There we are. It's never good when you change your plan, is it? So he's going to go up this way. And then our little seagull with the chips will be in crumb cake. So one. There we are. I have to say he is very cute. Very cute. Now, obviously, I originally stamped the images of the shells, the chips, the seagulls, the shells, and the sand in the background of the previous card that we showed you. Right, let's get some colour into their little feet. So I think we are going to go for, I think I'm actually going to go for the Calypso Coral, dark Calypso Coral. There we go. There we go. So I might need to change the card as well. Wow. It's a good job I have a stack of cards sitting aside here. That's that one. Let's give his little feet a go. There we go. And then his little feet and his little feet. Right, okay. So there we are. There's our seagulls. So if you've never used vellum before, it's a little difficult to stick down without the method of sticking down showing through. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to just add a couple of strips like this onto the back. And the reason being is I'm going to cover it with my focal image. So let's pop that down there like so. Okay. And then we have got our focal circle. So this is the smaller of the two. And I'm going to choose my favourite seagull. Now, originally I chose this one. Do I choose it again or do I choose one of the others? That is the question. Let's go for this one because we know it fits. So again, pebble path. I'm going to stamp him up, position him into place. There we are. And then we're going to give him a bit of a colouring in. So let us give him decisions. I'm going to use the dark Cajun craze for his feet. Apologies if I said Calypso coral before, because this is Cajun craze. And I might actually just add that to his beak as well, on top and on bottom. And then I'm going to use the light copper clay for his wings. So let's do that. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to bring in my, I think I'm going to use, for the chips, I'm going to use the wheat colour. This one is the light wild wheat. So this is one of the in colours that will go out this year. So I'm going to make the most of it and use it. In fact, the copper clay, the pebble path and the wild wheat are all three colours of the in colours that will be going out this year. Right, so there he is. He's going to go on there. So now we need to choose which backing cards we're going to use. So I think I'm going to have a look at my, let's have a look at my yellow box. Let's see if I've got anything in here. So not, oh, what's that? That's the wheat. Let's see if we put the wheat on there. Well, that works. And then what I might do is bring in my grey selection of card bases, which I've got here. So let's see. Probably the lighter one is going to be the best. Sorry, little man. Yeah, that's going to work. Right, okay. So the wild wheat is 3 3/4 by 5.5, and the smoky slate is 8 inches by 5 3/4. So the same measurements as the previous papers, just different colours. So the thing to do next is to take the layering circle from that goes over the original one. So that was the original one that I used to cut out the white. This is the next size up. Now this circles are from the deckled circle dies. So if you've still got them, because unfortunately they're now no longer available. Otherwise you can use any circles that are within your stash. So bear with me for a second while I pause the video and we will cut this one out. Okay, so I have cut out the centre of that with that. And what we're going to do now is we will layer our seagull onto there, just using the stamp and seal. He'll go onto there. He looks very cute. Okay, we can then layer this onto our focal image onto our backing card. So I'm just going to stick with the glue around the top and the sides of the card, and that way we don't get into trouble with the circle that's missing. So let's pop that over the top. So we will, those of you that wish to be more, are scoring at the 4-inch mark along the H. Eight-inch side. There we go. So he can now go onto there. Again, I'm just going to stick him down with a bit of the stamp and seal. There we go, on the top, like so. We now have to put our sentiment. I have the Happy Birthday sentiment from the So Sincere stamp set. I'm going to stamp that one up in Pebble Path. What we're going to do is we're going to aim for the Happy Birthday to go as far up to the top as possible without going over the edge. There we are, because we are now going to cut out the little bottom part here to give us a little bit of a banner. So roughly up the middle, then corner to middle, which comes out, and then corner to, oops, to middle again, like so. So then you've got this nice little banner. Now what I want to do is I want to attach my banner to there, flat, but my seagull is going to be raised up. So we seem to have enough room. So let's just add a tiny bit of stamp and seal to hold it down. So that will go to there, straight down, and then I've got my little seagull, which I'm going to raise up on dimensionals, which are over here. So this card is coming together quite quickly, considering I have gone totally off plan of what we were originally going to create. But it's still with the same design. There we go. So he's going to go, do I put him up? Let's put him up a bit further. About there, I think. No, maybe just a touch lower. To about there. That's better. There we go. So I can stick him down, and then all we need to do is add our inside layer. Now if you wish to, you could add yourself a different seagull. So I'm just going to stamp this one up in the Pebble Path again and put him over here. I'm not going to colour him in as he's inside, but I will just add my stamp and seal, and then that can go inside. There we are. So that is our card for today. So we now have two versions of the same card. This one has the fishes and the pebbles and the chips with some birds all in it. This one has just focused on having the seagulls in it, very similar to the original design of the bottles. So my question to you is, which of the two new layouts do you prefer? Do you prefer the one with all the bright colours or the one with all the seagulls? Pop your comments in the comments list below, and I will come back to you.